You got some YouTube comments, and are they ripping Kelvin already?
Oh, the odd mob is in full effect right now on YouTube.
What they talking
There's
about?
a slew of comments. I don't know if I should read all of them. Some of them are off color, but they're really funny. But one of them I thought would be perfect to lead into this next segment here. This one comes to us courtesy of Will on YouTube. Kansas City barbecue sauce or Carolina barbecue sauce for Rob Parker's back? What? We talking Lions.
I don't want any sauce on my...
You got all the sauce on your back, brother.
I'm a woman.
You got Sweet Baby Ray's, open pit.
I need baby oil.
It's all on your back.
And he continues, wrong. Lion segment next. I brought the barbecue to glaze over Rob Parker's back. The grill is ready.
Let's cook. Where do we begin?
Is that it? Those two?
That's the only one I'm reading. I'm not reading anything else. Yeah, that was perfect for what we're talking about right here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get there. I'm a fan of Sweet Baby Ray's. By the way, you couldn't convince me Sweet Baby Ray wasn't a black dude. Have you ever seen Sweet Baby Ray? I just knew that was Sweet Baby. I thought it was Sweet Baby Ray Johnson or something. I just had in my mind, I had an idea what he looked like. He ain't what I thought he looked like. But let's get to this game last night. We were able to see the first half, or about the first half together. So, good game. But I walked away from there with a couple takeaways, Robs, both of y'all, and YouTubian. Shout out to YouTube. Number one, fret not. We were concerned about the coordinators, Ben Johnson leaving, Aaron Glenn leaving, and rightfully so. I understand that you lose your coordinators who were both instrumental to what you were doing. Instrumental, I should say. I understand that. But dang it, these coordinators look good right now. They have found ways to put up a 50-piece on the Bears. Mind you, that is Ben Johnson, who supposedly knew everything about the team, knew everything they were going to do. He's been there all those years. He knows the roster. He knows all this. It looked like they knew him, and they destroyed what he was trying to do to a 50-something piece. Barbecue, speaking of, looked like barbecue chicken, as Shaq would say. Then you come into this game against I have in the Super Bowl, you have winning the Super Bowl, and obviously a guy who competes for an MVP every year, and guy who competes for Offensive Player of the Year, and Derrick Henry. And they come in, and you're able to put up 38 on this team, 426 yards. Here's the most important part. 224 rushing yards to their 85 rushing yards, and that includes Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson rushing. Only 85 yards. So I look at this game, a couple of things. Now, I think the Lions have something that I am big on, and you know this. You've been doing our radio with me for a year. An identity, Rob. They know who they are, what they do, how they do it, no matter who. And that, to me, is attributed to Dan Campbell, gambling Campbell. He gambled even when I was having heart attacks, and I was rooting for him. He's going for it early as heck, first quarter, fourth down, going for it. He ends up being 3 for 3 because that's what they do. Even to ice the game, they're up 8. Why would you do this? You punt it, you're up 8. He goes for it. They throw a 4th and 2, and it ends up being like a 25-yard pass. Dan Campbell knows exactly who he is. He knows exactly what this team is, and he knows exactly what they're capable of doing. And to me, I watched that game, and they look more prepared. They look more in sync. They look more united. They play tougher. They play faster. And I looked at them, and that was the contrast to Baltimore. Baltimore didn't look like they knew who was going to close. I call it ABC. If you're in sales, anybody listening to sales know what ABC means. Always be closing. And the Baltimore Ravens, they don't know how to close for whatever reasons. I have them going to the Super Bowl, but it makes you nervous picking them because they struggle closing games. And you don't know if it's Lamar. You don't know if it's John Harbaugh, who you've mentioned and been critical of. You don't know if it's the defense that's going to let them down. Defense, Ray Lewis rolling around in his bed. Rolling around in his bed right now the way that defense looks this season. So I look at this game, and I walked away looking at Dan Campbell and looking at that Lions team saying they know exactly who they are and what they do. Going to run the ball. They're going to smash it down. They're going to get after you defensively. They might not have the greatest defensive players individually, but as a collective, they're going to get after you. And they're going to go for it on 4th down, whether you like it or love it. I hope he changes it a little bit in the postseason. That's a story for another day. But I just looked at that and said, wow, they know exactly what they are, and that's why they play well. And that's why I still obviously have them going to the postseason. But I was disappointed in the Ravens. The way they always look frazzled. They don't look like they know what they're doing. The Lions come out, they know exactly what fourth down they're running. They know exactly what play they're running on third down to get to the fourth down. They know exactly that they're going for it. And they look steady. The Ravens don't look steady when they're down or when it's close or they look frazzled and weird at times. And again, who's going to be the person to step up? Is it John Harbaugh in the scheme and he's going to change and he's going to find a way to stop the run or find a way to put Lamar in better situations? Or is Lamar going to say, screw everybody on here, I'm going to get it done? I walked away like that's why we all have a little angst with the Ravens at times, because he's the best player. He's so skilled. So is Derrick Henry. But you walk away like, I don't know. And that was disappointing to see from the Ravens. But great game from the Lions. They're exactly in a great position. You have the Browns. You have the Bengals. If you win that and you're up 4-1 right now in the season, that is a tremendous, tremendous start considering you lost your coordinators. And some people, like one I sit next to, said you ain't even going to make the postseason. Barbecue!
Are you done with that lame take of the Lions? They know exactly what they're doing. They know Did they know what they were doing against Green Bay? No, they did not. Can they bank on 250 yards on the ground every week? No, they can. Did you see how easily Baltimore was able to score on them?
No, I don't.
Yes, and the other one is, if you're going to get a gift fumble where you're able to cash it in, of course that's going to help you. I looked at this game. I didn't come away with the Lions are great. I came away with the Ravens have let down Lamar. The coaches let them down. The defense, they give up 40 points every night. They haven't done anything. The Lions didn't do anything special.
They
Buffalo
ran
got
all
40
over them.
points. The defense is terrible. That's what I'm talking about. The fumbles, costly fumbles. Yes, the Lions got their Christmas gift, and the Lions got their Christmas wish. That's what this was. You'll look back on this, and this will be the Lions Super Bowl. This game right here. Celebrate all you want. This will be the game, and you'll go back and go, man, what happened to that team when they beat the Ravens in week 3 and we beat them in Baltimore? Then I thought they were on their way, and then they all of a sudden lost to Cleveland in some other game, and I didn't know what happened there. Really? I didn't walk away with the Lions. I walked away with how bad Baltimore played and what they didn't do and how they can't secure the ball and how they have a coach, I told you, who should be fired because this is happens over and over and over. How many times are we going to see this?
So why are you so high on the Ravens then? If they gave up,
because they have the greatest player. They have the greatest player in the league right now. That's why I'm high on them. That's why I'm high on them.
Why can't Lamar close the game?
That.
Why can't Lamar close the game?
Dude, stop it with the Lamar,
and
man.
You
That's
know,
so
I said he's the best player.
Dumb.
Why
That's
can't
dumb.
he close the game?
They can get 250 yards on the ground. What does that have to do with Lamar?
Why can't he close the game?
No, that has nothing to do with
I didn't say he had
Lamar.
to go tackle people.
Come on,
Why
man.
can't he close the game?
You can't do anything with that. When your
Why
defense
can't
is
he
like
close
that.
the game?
Stop. That's ridiculous. Coming off of that game.
Why can't Lamar
Come on,
Jackson?
Man. Why
put
can't
his foot
Derrick
down?
Henry hold on to the football? Come on.
Exactly.
That ain't got nothing to do with
what's
Lamar.
disappointing about
That's just
that team.
a lazy take. Let's pile on Lamar. Lamar had nothing to do with that game. He got sacked 7 times. The star running back coughed up another fourth quarter football that turned into points, and you can't make a stop on defense. Come on, man.
Lamar Jackson
do
is the best player
real
in football
analysis.
Well, I need him to
Stop
be the best player
Lamar.
when I need
Stop
him to
talking
make
about
a play.
just the big names.
Lamar
That's
Jackson
ridiculous.
cannot make
That's
a play when I need him to make a play at times.
In 19
that has
years
been
on
documented.
the radio.
It's okay to be critical of him. Rob, it's okay. I promise you.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
I promise you he has games.
It had nothing to do with that.
I promise you he doesn't make every play. I promise you he doesn't make every pass.
But last night had nothing to do with Lamar.
Did you watch the game?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
Then there's no way you walked away from that thinking that Lamar Jackson played well. Nobody's questioning that. He eternally, for the 97% of his games, he's going to play well. But what's the difference? Why do we talk about Patrick Mahomes? Why do we talk about Josh Allen?
Give me the game where Mahomes' defense gave up 250 yards on the ground.
I'm glad you asked.
250 yards on the ground. My God.
Every single playoff game he played on a run, he was down 10 and he found a way to win and won a Super Bowl. How about that?
Do you
How
got
about Lamar Jackson is the
250
best
yards on the ground in your court, and your running back coughs up the ball in the fourth quarter?
and you're still in the game?
Stop it. No, you can't keep doing
of those
that.
rushing yards came on that last touchdown to ice the game.
You can't keep doing that. You can't
have
keep doing
to,
that.
at some point, say, Lamar Jackson, I need a bit more from you to close games.
I'm not buying that.
Be best. We know you're not buying it
yes,
you have an issue with ever come.
I've
you
seen
have
him.
an issue.
I watched them in San Francisco blow out the 49ers on Christmas Day. I've seen plenty of games with
Nobody
Lamar.
said he's been an MVP, Rob.
Plenty.
But I need you to when you're not in a front running situation.
It ain't no front running.
Can you close the game, Lamar?
He threw a ball to Mark Andrews last year in Buffalo, and what did he do? He dropped it. But Lamar can't get it done. Hey, go watch the tape. Go watch the tape. They marched the team down. Go watch the tape. They marched down in a minute and 30 seconds and tied the game.
It's okay.
Stop.
He might win an MVP this year. It's okay, Rob.
No.
Lamar Jackson can be better in clutch time.
Game.
And you know what's funny?
Flowers against Kansas
you know
City.
what's funny?
Zay
Lamar
Flowers
Jackson
fumbled
would
the ball
agree
at
with
the
me.
2-yard line.
If Lamar Jackson was right
here, what does it
here,
have to do with Lamar? He fumbled the ball.
Lamar Jackson would say, "Hey, yo, Dub, you're right. I got to be better. I got to close games out." Nobody's saying that Derrick Henry didn't fumble. You know how many things happen to great quarterbacks throughout a game, and they can find a way. And Lamar is too talented to not be able to find a way at times when it's critical, at times when he's down.
I just think it's lazy, and this is what people do. You'll bang on Lamar all you want, and then he'll win, and you'll change your tune. And I get it. No, I get it.
He's too
because
good
you know what it takes?
He's had too many games,
all he
Rob.
has to do is win one. Just like John Elway couldn't win, and he won his last 2 Super Bowls his last 2 years, and guess what? John Elway is an all-time great, and he was always great.
And Lamar Jackson is an all-time great, which is why we expect this.
So I'm not buying that.
If Lamar Jackson wasn't an all-time great,
guess what? You can't give up 40 points every game. They lost 2 games, and they gave up 40 points. And Lamar's the reason? And your star running back fumbled in both of those games in the fourth quarter? My God.
So Lamar is going to
give me something clean.
So guess what? So Lamar Jackson is going to look up and will have played 7-8 more years of amazing football. And at some point, we're going to find the defense did this. His coach didn't do that. Derrick Henry fumbled that. At some point, he has to be able to say, I have been this good. And watching that game last night, there were too many moments that when they go for it on goal line against the Lions, they just running plays. They're just out there doing stuff. Like they're not built. They're not situated to absolutely go exactly what they're doing. And Lamar has to find ways. It's on him. He knows it. If he's sitting next to me, he would say, you are right. Now, not every game. There's going to be games where defense lets up this or Derrick Henry fumbles 5. But we're saying when I need to depend on him, at times, he has faltered. Takes a call. So we got
John in Clovis, California. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, John?
Oh, man, I'm with you, Rob, on this. Detroit got lucky on them 4th downs. You don't always pick up them 4th downs. And Baltimore was right there, even though they gave up all those yards and all that rushing. You can't put that on Lamar. It's a team sport. Danny Marino was fantastic. For years, he never won a Super Bowl. It's a team sport, and you're clicking on all cylinders. And sometimes the other team gets a little lucky on some play calls the right call. I mean, who picks up 3 4th down plays?
Have you watched the Lions over the last 4 years?
I have.
Yeah,
and they haven't gotten to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I have watched them.
They haven't gotten to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
What a barometer, Rob.
Did you watch them
What a
last
barometer,
year?
Rob.
Did you watch them last year?
So let's just go down. Every team stands for the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Lamar ain't got to the Super Bowl. You want to do that?
No, I'm just saying.
For all the MVP.
All the talk you talk about the Lions and Dan Campbell.
That's the barometer you're doing. Josh Allen ain't been in the Super Bowl. Go give his MVP back, Rob.
When they have the big games, they don't win, and that's
give his one back.
No, that's your Dan Campbell. The 2 biggest games that in the Dan Campbell era, one at home and one with a 20-point lead at half. They didn't win either one of those games.
And everybody stands for the Eagles and the Chiefs, basically. Ain't been in the Super Bowl, and I don't know how long either.
Kevin in Culver City, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kevin?
God is good.
All the time.
Hey, this is what I love about this show. The passion from Rob. I mean, I'm totally with you, Rob. Here's the issue. It was Marlon Humphreys thinking it's going to be a run, leaving St. Brown open on the 4th and 3. You're a Pro Bowl nickel cornerback.
Thank
Your
you.
job is supposed to go with the slot guy. It's the defense. Raekwon Smith getting blitz and bully for David Montgomery running 75 yards. What are they doing? The defense has been terrible. 41 points against the Bills. Again, their butts kicked against Detroit. It's not a Lamar Jackson problem. Ronnie Stanley's got to be better and not give up 8 sacks to the Lions. Lamar can't do anything. Nobody can do anything with 8 sacks, getting sacked. You can't throw the ball.
Thank you.
They're in your face whenever you turn around. So John Harbaugh has got to figure out why his defense is getting lit up. Because if they're playing like this, the Chargers will kick their ass.
Right.
The Bills
Anybody
will kick their ass,
will
and they won't
beat
win
them.
anything.
Yes.
Simple
Come on.
as that.
I mean, you cannot play this kind of football. And
Yep.
this is where they are. That's why I have a problem with John Harbaugh. I really do. Paul in Minnesota, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Paul?
Guys, I haven't ever called you. Hey, nice to meet you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Richard.
the call, Paul. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Paul, what made you call tonight then?
Dude, I'm a lifelong Lions fan. I live in Minnesota and I work in Wisconsin. So the Packers have been ordained the Super Bowl champs already, but I got news for you. The Lions are better than they were the last 2 years. They just were knocking the rust off that first game. You guys watch. Lamar Jackson didn't have a problem with anybody. The Lions are better. That's why they lost.
Okay. Call back when the Lions don't make the playoffs, Paul. Thank you.
Oh, but he'll what in 2031 you want him to call? Appreciate the call, Paul.
Gunner in Minnesota, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Gunner?
Yo, what's up, you guys?
How are you?
Long-time Carolina. I'm doing all right.
All right, what you
Long-time Carolina fan here. I'm saying Lamar reminds me of Cam Newton when he was good. And he's a bit a closer, like Keo said. He's a closer. I can see it right now. He'll get the Super Bowl one of these years, maybe this or next year, and hopefully win it.
He's going.
I'm hoping
he's going to win a Super Bowl. He's one guy that I do believe will win a Super Bowl.
And the crowd,
I
I'm
really
with
do.
you. I'm on record
really
saying
do.
he's too good.
There's no way. Like if you watch him when they play, and thanks for the call. We watched even last night how quickly they could score, what a difference he makes on the field. If you just came out from Mars and just put on and somebody said, watch this game and look at this guy, who's the best guy out there, I don't care if you had never watched football, you would know he's the best guy.
You would say Matthew Stafford.
Okay. I don't even remember who said that now because it was so off the wall. All right.
That was Sean King.
Oh, Sean King. I wasn't down with the King on that one.
You were not down with the King.
All
I
right,
told you
Rob,
wouldn't even let me heat my food up. You were still yelling at him.
Rob G, you got YouTube stuff?
I got a lot of stuff coming in on YouTube. Shout out to Elijah. I know you never heard of him, but he put out a poll on the YouTube page just so the Odd Mob could weigh in on this topic because the phone lines are lit up like a Christmas tree. Real quick, easy question. Who had the best take on Lions-Ravens? Rob, 30% of the vote. Kelvin, 70% of the vote, which has inspired a slew of comments. Sean, a buddy in Sacramento, says Rob just texts his nephews to call in. That poll was 75% against his take. Mario says Melvin is annoying. Sounds like Seinfeld whining. Come on, Rob, get him.
There you go.
Nelio says Rob likes lemon pepper wings, so I hope he likes this crow lemon pepper too. Dub cooked it well for him because that was a bad take by Rob. And then last but not least, Courtney Smith says Rob Parker stressing out trying to defend his guy Lamar. Started choking on the air.
Typical Melvin. You see what they're saying about you out there? I'm just saying.
Hey, I do, Schnob. Ain't that your name? What you say? Hey, shout out to the YouTubians. I mess with y'all too, man. Hey, do we want to get him to start?
Just don't read the comments, okay? That's all. I'm just saying.
No. I what you mean? He just read the comments. What you want me to do?
I'm talking about all of them, not the select.
First of all, I got a whole wife, kids, 2 6 giant. I'm about to read all these comments. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share, do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.